All right, welcome back. So in between episodes, I did a little bit of base cleaning. Added a light in here and two lights outside, which we'll see. The other thing I did was the portable tank that was in the generator that we first used in the episode one, and then we got rid of with the solid fuel generator that I tossed out here. I took the fuel canister from there since it was completely empty and just refilled it with oxygen that we have here, just so we have a backup oxygen tank that we can keep on us just in case. So got that, and then let's look. Bring up our inventory. Put some more oxide in here, so now I got some more pressure, just so we have a little bit longer time between refills. And then I've replaced our CO2 canister. But that was pretty much it. Let's go take a look. So I just added a wall out there, added light to it. So got our wall, got our tool maker connected, powered up. So now we can start using that. Added some shelving here just so we can store our stuff a little bit easier. And then added one over here with some coal. Mined a little bit of coal from over on the hill there. Just so we don't have to worry about that as we are working through this episode. So let's take a look. Let's think about this. So what we need to do is get a couple options. We should set up our atmospherics to get volatile oxygen, nitrogen, and then water ice processed. I think that's what we will do this episode is we'll make some atmospherics. We'll need a couple of these kits. So we'll need iron, gold, copper. Looking at our resources, we are very low on iron. And our furnace is pretty low. So I think what I'll do is we'll do some mining. I got some iron here, not that much. So we'll need that. Let's take a look as well. So we'll need insulated tanks. So we need some silicon. And we do not have that much silicon. So let's get some oxide, some silicon. I think those are the two main things. We got volatiles. And since we have the tool printer now, let's put the iron in there. We could, so we don't have the end bar yet, so we can't go for a mining backpack. At least not the advanced one. We can get a basic one. Let's do a couple of these. Makes mining a little bit easier. There's one. There's two. So now we have all this room. And we go out mining. That's good. The other thing I want to do is get an upgraded space pack. We just need some copper. What this will do is, I'll bring it up here. So look, space pack. Yeah, so this should have more room if I remember right. Or not more room. It should, so if we look down in the bottom right, speed is 3. I think this one allows us to move a little faster. We swap this out like that. Yeah, now we can get up to 5 meters a second. A little bit faster, make mining a little bit easier. And we'll stick our old jetpack down over here. And we'll pop the ingots out. Like that. Alright, so we'll do a little bit of mining. Get some oxide, stuff like that. Which I think, but before we do that, could we do a large battery cell? What do we need? Gold, copper, steel. Have all that. Gold, copper, and steel. Oh, anybody else do that? Or am I the only one? So there's that. And copper. Yep, got that in there. That, and let's look. What's that battery? So large. Let's get a couple of these built. This will just be a little bit easier. We can put a large one back into our suit. That way we're not running out of power so much, especially with our station battery now. We'll be able to charge these. What we'll do is swap you out for you. That, put that back over there. And then put this battery back. And yeah, I think we'll just stick with 2. So there's that. So we'll have a spare one here that we can swap to. We have that one there as well, in case we need it. Cut that off. That light off. We'll just keep the one right there on. Now let's go do some mining. Let's see. Swap out to our mining belt. Now, we can actually keep our light on, but sun's up, so so we need silicon, which I remember from last episode. I think I saw some up over here somewhere. There's some oxide. Some oxide. Try and follow the blue. A little hard to tell. Yeah, once I get the mining lenses and everything, I think I will cut out the mining. Wait, we have seen it a lot. So there's that. More oxide right here. Here. Some more. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Turn the light off. I got coal up there. Coal. There's some nickel. Not good to know. I got nickel here. Not seeing any lead. Cobalt. Good. That. More iron. Might as well grab that while we're here. And low gravity is no joke. Sends you flying. Should make getting around this planet, a little, or this moon, a little easier. That'll be nice when we're looking for our big base setup. The goal of this base is to get us to survive, live off some potatoes, and then automate it enough to the point that we can do just the basic stuff that we need to start building our base. Let's see. Let's have some gold. That while we're here. Yeah, so we'll be building a lot bigger base. I'll probably use steel frames for that, so we'll be making a bunch of steel. We'll have chutes and storage silos and some IC10 chips to run everything and process stuff. Then we'll try using that modular console mod. I try making a full kind of a base control area that we can run and process everything from inside our base. So like controlling our advanced furnace and some other things. But we got lead here. That's good to know. We'll need that for when we do some solder. Some more iron. Got this. We'll need a lot of iron. It's nice to find. Battery's doing good. Oxygen's good. Waste canister's good. Water and food good still. So yeah, just doing some basic mining. Slow drill. Yeah, one of the things we'll be upgrading to soon is the arc welder. That'll be a nice upgrade. Let's see, I want to put this in here instead, just so it's not taking up room in a mining belt. There's that. I still need silica. So let's use our jetpack. See what we can find. Okay, so we need to go west 205 or 2 something 205 over there. All right. There's oxide, nitrous. I think that's water. Is this water as well? Over here. And that's silica. We need silica, so that's good. Some of the silica. So there should be more. Go. Don't need that much, but those tanks, the insulated tanks, take 30 each. And we need 1 for oxygen, 1 for nitrogen, 1 for volatiles, and then 1 for our mix. We need at least 4 tanks. So we'll be using a gas mixer to mix the oxygen and volatile in a 2-to-1 ratio. That'll be used for the furnace to make the fuel for that. And then I like using the nitrogen that you get from the oxide as a fuel for the jetpack. Seems like a good use for it, and you get it from the oxide anyways when you're crushing that. That's what I do with it. But we'll go over that once we have the atmospheric setup. Man, always forget how slow it is with this first tier 1 mining drill. That's everything. There's that. More like right here. Get this going. So hopefully if I edited everything correctly, the audio should be sounding a lot better, but let me know. Keep working on that. Thinking it's going to be an iterative process of putting those settings in to get it to sound good. I'm recording these episodes back to back. Get some more silica. 140. Hopefully it looks a little bit brighter. I forgot in the first and second episode to turn on the ambient lighting mod. I have that turned on now, so hopefully it's a lot easier to see. Just so it looks better on YouTube. Oh, and we are out of power on our drill. So, go under tools and steal that battery. That. I'll put that silica away. That. All right. Grab some of this oxide. Oxide's a darker blue stuff, but it doesn't look much here. Okay. There we go. Light on so we can see a little bit easier. More this oxide. Yeah, we'll need a lot of it anyways, so we'll grab it while we're here. We got the space now with the mining backpacks. Oh, looks good. Take ourselves out of the hole a little. Could grab that iron, but we're interested in looking for some water. Make sure I'm still recording. That might be water. Where's that nitrate? That looks like nitrate. Yeah, nitrate. Is it over here that we saw that water earlier? Oh no, cobalt. Okay. Open. Iron. We could check that one, see what that is. Gold, some copper, coal. Just want to find water. Grab this silica while we're here. Need that. Two stacks should get us everything we need, but we also need insulated pipes. A good amount of them, so having more silica will be useful. That. Okay. Some more here. Okay. Another stack. Okay, you'll see how much much better that Mark II mining drill is, or not Mark II, the I forgot the name of it. What is that called? It is. It's not the pneumatic. Mining drill heavy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need electrum and bar and solder. That and the upgrade as well, which means we'll need to upgrade the electronics printer, get that going, make some more of the advanced always though, or we can do that. I think getting atmospherics with the fuel for the furnace setup and the water crusher going will be better first. So we are running out of water quick. Stationeer difficulty is no joke on the consumptions for everything. Is that heading back? Let's look in. That's silica, that's oxide, water. Nitrous, silica, oxide. And should be coming back up soon. Volatiles. Is that oxide? Yeah, it looks like oxide. Some nickel. Okay. Silica. Surface should be right over there. Silica. Yeah. All right. Coal, oxide, gold. Grab this gold while we're here. Oops. Outer mining belt. All right. Get a little bit of gold. Can always use more gold. Come on. Takes so long with this mining drill. Mine that stuff. Some more oxide. Useful. Keeps us breathing. Gold. It's gold. 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 A lot of gold here. Out of here with just over one stack. Gold. Good though. It's a good amount of it making chips. I see 10 chips for controlling everything. Oxide there. Some coal here. Coal. Silver. I have not seen silver yet. We'll need that. When I played off camera on my moon base playthrough, I swear I spent 3 in-game days looking for silver. Did the crater spawn, and I must have walked around in circles or something when I first started playing this. And it took me forever to find silver, so now I always pick up silver when I see it. Don't need much of it, but it is nice to just have. A couple stacks of this will be plenty. If I remember right, I think it's 1-to-1 with gold for one of the alloys. I think it's one of the super alloys, though. So I think we need it for the hard suit backpacks, if I remember right. That's still a little ways off. Right. So much silver here. Okay. But I think I'll get out of here. Base. Nice thing with the lights is we can see it now. All right. Let's see. Silver. Good amount of iron. Oh, there. Back. Swap that out. Let's go charge our battery. You. That back. That. Oh, okay. Turn our light off. Swap that out. Go back in. Grab some food and water. Pressurization takes forever because we don't have any volume in that pipe. All right. Take our suit off. This. That. Charge our oxygen. Water. Get some food. Yeah, we are running low on water. There we go. Fully charged. And our windows back up. Our filter for nitrogen is about to run out. To swap that out, but I got another one right here. When that comes, our power is getting a little low, so let's turn that on. While we are waiting on that, let's put probably 2 to 4. Get the temperature higher in there. That. I don't think that was enough to pop it. That's good. Turn that off for now. Step 8 of our goal. Keep our battery in the green. We'll need some more temperature. So let's do 4 and oops. Oh my god. Ah, put that back. Okay. And 7, 8. Oh, I did not like that. Or, okay. Pressure should be good. Max pressure is 60. If you hit 60, this thing will explode. Don't want that to happen. It would probably destroy everything around it. So let's take that pressure out. Drop it down, maybe around 30. Oh, that should be good. So for now, let's just make some silica. If I remember it, I think we need above 900 Kelvin. Those. We'll throw some probably gold in there. That will get the temperature going up a little bit. Add on as well. Gold. 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 I'm gonna do some silver now. Temperature's still fine for silver. Silver. All this stuff refined. Do some iron. Waiting to just feed everything into the electronics printer. Stack all our stuff up. Game of back and forth. And add it in there. Nope. Temperature ran low. What we can do is, I believe, yeah, to allow us to sack all that. Just fill it with all this iron. And then we'll put some more oxide and volatiles in there. Not the copper. That's one mining backpack done. All that. Want to do, close that. Go 9, 10, need 5. Oh, oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Mistakes were made. Do not explode. Do not explode. Oh, please. Oh god. Oh. Uh, Please get the iron out of there. Going down? Okay, it's going down. Thank God. Please do not explode. Oh God. Uh, all right, we're going down. Whew. Thankfully, that was close. Um, I think it's because our volume is so low on this one pipe. Everything has to come out from there. So let's keep that vent open. Okay, pressure's coming back down. Whew, that was close. That was very close. That could have been devastating for us. Anybody else feel like a drink? Let's look. So just over 600 iron, 151 gold, 65 copper, 169 steel, still 205 silver, and 227 silicon. Let's do.
Oxygen low.
Oh, build replacement. Oh, must yeah, inside there. All right, so we should be safe to put that copper in. There we go. A little bit more copper. Okay. Let's fix that issue so we don't have to worry about that again. So the way we will do that is utility kit. I just need some iron. All right. That. That off. Uh, Still selected. Yep. We'll just get maybe 4 of them. We'll do 2 of the big things. To the big inline or pipe inline expansion. What are they called? Inline tank gas. Yeah. We take 2 of these utility kits each. So we'll do 4 of them, make 2 of those tanks to sit on there, and that will just expand the volume. We could do that. These printers are so slow. Nice upgrade once we the next one going. If we do this, take a wrench, just look for a corner. Go. See, it should be, yeah, a lot. Let's that back up. Do second one on there. Go. So this just gives more volume for the uh, furnace to export to, which means we can cool it down a lot or decrease the pressure a lot faster. Got that. We'll need some insulated tanks, so we'll need copper, steel, silicon. There's that. That's our iron in there with the rest. There's a tiny one. Our big bar of iron. Our steel. Our copper. Okay. Do we have enough? Yeah, we copper. So we will make some of these. Moved over. While we are waiting, I think I will get rid of this. Head up there. It will reuse it later. Power's good there. Turn off our lights. Swap out our battery. Get a little bit of charge going. So we got 2 tanks so far. I think we need 4 of them. But I will bring you back once that is done. Save you uh, trouble of me sitting here just waiting for this. So I'll bring you back once we have our tanks and some insulated pipes and our atmospheric skits printed. Be right back. All right, welcome back. So I think I have everything that we need. So I made 3 ice crushers, 4 insulated tanks, some passive vents, some insulated piping, 2 stacks of them, pressure regulators, the gas mixer, our heat exchanger to keep the temperature the same for when it comes to mixing, and then our atmospherics kit for filtering the nitrogen and the oxygen. And some more steel sheets and frames as well. So we need to set up a place to do our atmospherics. I want it somewhere near our furnace. I think our advanced furnace area is going to go right here. So I'm thinking right over here for our atmospherics processing, at least our basic setup. I will put some of these down. Let's see. Doesn't need to be massive, but it does take up some room. Oh, well, we'll build out to here. Go, got one left. Just put it right there. Have our welder. Weld these up. I'll just do one for now. Go. Yeah, it took a little bit of time to just get everything printed off. Probably about 15 minutes of me just standing there, staring at the printer and picking everything up. Especially with us not having any stackers at the moment, so everything just gets thrown out onto the ground. Makes it a little time consuming to print stuff. But we have this area now. Let's put our sheets back and start with our probably crushers. So I'm thinking I want our volatile crusher here. I will go volatile and then oxide. I will do water later. So volatiles, they will just go straight into the pipe. There's that. Oh, here's that one. Then our oxygen and nitrogen. Want to put those more over here. So nitrogen will be that tank. Oxygen right here. Yeah, I think that will work. So let's grab the rest of this stuff. Okay. Need to rest of that iron sheets. So we got that. Passive vents again. We'll need those eventually. No. Okay. Got power coming in from this side. So we have a output. Yeah, it's our liquid output. That's our gas output on the very top. So our piping, I think we will do something like this. Very simple for now. So that's our volatile pressure. And we'll turn that up to 300 Kelvin with our oxide. 300 Kelvin. And then this needs to go into our filtration system. And the way we are going to do this, we go this way. Do it right there. This is going to come out, go down, dirt in. That filters on that side. So it should be easy to come over, check filters, change it. And we are going to filter out the nitrogen. So the way this works is the filter products come out the front, and everything that is not the filter that you put in here gets unfiltered here. Filtered, unfiltered. So our unfiltered item in this case will be oxygen. So the way I decided to do that, the reason I'm doing that is if we look at our oxide, you'll see that we get 23 moles of oxygen and 3 moles of nitrogen. So if I filter the less product, so the nitrogen, it won't burn through our filters as fast. I think I understand it correctly. At least that's what it felt like my other playthrough. So we'll do nitrogen out the front. It will come this way. It's going to go to this tank here. So I'm going to want this to come. Need room for power right there. It's going to come out here. That. That. And before I forget, put on of these for the tank. This will be a pressure regulator, a back pressure. Let's actually move it to that side. These are all back pressure regulators. This will allow us to set the pressure for these tanks. And anything over that pressure will be exported out. And that's what these will be for. So we're just going to vent it through the atmosphere. With us, just using ice crushers for this, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. This is more just a backup safety to keep these things from exploding. That, and then for oxygen, I'll just run it this way. I'll just run it straight across this direction. And one pipe short. Okay. Let's get one more insulated pipe set up. Printed pipe, so we just need steel and silicon. Is that this one? And what do we need for this? Two bit pipes. And we're gonna need iron pipe pipes. One, two. So put that there. Grab our wrench out again. That's good, good, good. Leaves plenty of room for us to cable everything. All our cabling will come through to, I'm thinking right here, because then we can just push off to that side to right there. Do that. Grab our wire cutters out. That. Remember which one is power. So just connect them both. That. Pass through that. That. Ones, I think, go like this. Should be able to run underneath the pipe this way. Like that. So all the stuff is connected here. We have power here. I think we will use our bigger power cables, our heavy cables, come straight off the side here, down. Means we'll need another transformer, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll just run it to transformer there. And do transformer right here, so one more heavy cable. Need for old heavy cable. Coil. So one of these. Transformer, small, some iron. It's here at the moment. That. Iron, put it there. Transformer. Did not need to do that. And then we'll need utility insulated. some of these off. That. Again, increasing it up to 49.50. And turning that on. So that should be coming from our battery to over here. I think we just need two. So what I'm doing is one more pipe, insulated pipe. Two. So what I'm doing is to increase the volume in this pipe from the crusher. I'm just going to add one thing of 9 gas tanks again. It's like we did with the furnace, except for these ones are insulated, so we're not losing heat. There's that. And now if we look, yeah, we have 290 liters of capacity. What do we need? Screwdriver and cables. Hard. That's our old nitrogen filter. Need iron out of here. That back. That. Close that. That. And nitrogen filter. Do one more. And do some more insulated now. Eventually, we will do some programming on these. Not sure if I'll use it for this one. Nice to have anyways, the option. This is gonna take a second. So I'll set the pressure up to probably be about 40. So 40,000 kilopascals or 40 megapascals. Yeah. Okay. Wish we had the labeler. I think we might be able to make one. Look. Labeler. Yep, iron and gold. Okay. Yep. Same. Let's make a labeler. Yes. Turn that off. 16 pipes, that should be enough. Should have a battery in here. Yep. And while we're at it, we'll swap out our large battery in our suit. Charging again. I can go here and we'll do 40,000 on all of these. 1, 2, 3. And this will be okay. good to oh, in there because else is good. Green, green, back pressure, and back pressure, and green. Okay. So put this stuff back for now. What I want to do is make sure like that, turn that on, that, turn that on, check, sure our system is working. Probably help if I turn that on. Yeah, I'm processing through. Gonna take a little bit of time. All right. I think we will do our fuel mix tank. Grab that. This, 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 this. I'm thinking we do fuel mix tank here. So we can do our mix right here with this pipe and then that pipe over there. It's gonna look a little weird. Gonna have to come over this way. I guess we could just do it right here. Okay. So if we do something like I'd have to go this way. Oxygen will be our main one in. So just come straight out this way, that way. Yeah. And this pipe going to connect to our tank here. Like this. Like that. And now I just need to this. I need some more slated pipes. Those made. Maybe one more. Or this way. And here. What this will do now, so we have volatiles in there. We have 400 moles. There we have oxygen and nitrogen. So everything is filtered out. If we look, we have oxygen in this pipe, volatiles in this pipe, nothing in that pipe.
Hydration critical.
We want input 1 should be this one, which is our oxygen. Oxygen will be 33.3, 33.3333. So 33.3% oxygen coming in from this pipe, 66.7 of volatiles coming in from this pipe. The only thing we forgot to do was the direct heat exchanger. Honestly, could just go like that. This will need some more piping. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our temperature should be the same because we have the settings set to the same. But I like doing the direct heat exchanger just in case because it will share the heat, try and set the heat to the same temperature for each. Just one more. Let's turn that off. The power getting a little low, so we'll turn that back on. I've got 50 coal there. So let's go like that, 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 extra. So now if we look, we have volatile oxygen, so temperature 26.2, 26.5. So it should bring this volatile temperature down a little bit and the oxygen temperature up a little bit just to match them. All right, so that's all that. Go back into the base. Hope we can dump our base tank, get some more oxygen. Here, open up this. Let's take our suit off a little bit. Some water. Food, water. We're down to 2 bottles left. And still got 6 cereal bars. Should last us a little bit longer. And swap out our oxygen. Our spare filters in there in case we need to access it from either side of the base. Move that into the corner. That in the corner a little bit better, just so we can look out. All right. That our hygiene is increasing. That okay. All right, so let's go take a look. Twenty-six point three, so our temperature is equalized. Nitrogen is good. Got a little bit of nitrogen in there, some oxygen, volatiles. If we turn this on, well, I guess if I connect it first, then turn it on. There's that. Turn that on. Grab our tablet again, and look at that. Now we have our fuel mixture, 33% oxygen, 66 volatile, so that's a 2-to-1 ratio of volatile to oxygen. Heat exchanger is working, and now we can use our input side right there. Get some more insulated pipes. We have 6 steel left. Might as well just use it all for these pipes. Just run it. Drop it straight down. There. There. Let's connect it straight up to there. Have enough. Does not look like we do. Okay. What we can do, and I need another valve. Place that, back over there. Okay. Valves, some copper. That before it flies off. And that. So what this will do is allow me to open it up to allow fuel here. With the advanced furnace, we don't have to worry about these on the input and output side. But with the basic furnace, we do. So that's what that's for. There's that. More volatiles there. Oxide in there. Rename those later. I'm renaming that later. It's all good. What we could do, what we will do eventually is we'll run pipes over to here for oxygen and nitrogen. That way we can control how much is inside the base. But we'll worry about that more once we get our farming set up. So in the meantime, I think I will end it here. What I will do between episodes is go out, mine some more iron, um, more coal, get some more coal for our generator. That in there. Turn it off for now. I'll get some more coal, make some more steel. Steel's very easy to make, just that 3-to-1 ratio like before. So I'll get some of that made, get the rest of this piping hooked up, get some more oxide and volatiles going. That way we can have some more fuel on hand. Currently we have a little bit, not too much, just 212 kilopascals, but a good amount of moles in there. It just keeps going up, so that's good. Got all of this, and I think we will look at. We need to get water set up. That's our next priority, which will be not too complicated. We already have the crusher. We'll just need some insulated piping. So we'll need a drinking fountain. We can actually get that built right now. Get one of these going. So we'll need that insulated liquid tank. So just more steel for that. Some more silicon as well, so we'll get more silicon. So I'll mine up a bunch of iron. copper, silicon, make some steel, and then we will get water set up next. So there's that. I will also need a bottle filler. Bottle filler. We'll have these. What we'll do is we will put the water crusher inside in this corner with the water tank, probably right over here, I'm thinking, on this back side. We'll just have our water tank out here. And we'll do the crusher. We'll do the crusher over here. And then water tank blocks our window, but I'll work on that. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Let me know how the audio sounds. Thank you. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day.